My parents always told me that if you want something in life, you have to work for it. I'm sure you have someone in your life that has told you something similar. What's the point of going through the motions if you're not going to put 120% of effort into that? My name is Riley Brown, and all my life I've been put into situations that required me to choose between putting an effort or simply going through the actions. When I was taking my CrossFit Level 1 course, a course needed to coach CrossFit in an affiliate, and also a means to further my education, a quote came up by the founder. His name's Greg Glassman, and the quote was, "Constantly varied, functional movement performed at a high intensity." Taking out constantly varied and functional movement, you're left with high intensity. CrossFit was based on high intensity. High intensity is directly correlated with effort. It is quite obvious that the athletes that are most successful at CrossFit are the ones that perform at the highest intensity. Those are the ones that are most successful in the sport. I believe the only controllable is the effort that you put forth. Today we're going to talk about how effort can lead you to a more fulfilled life, the emotional and physical benefits of effort, and also the steps that you can take to put effort and live a more fulfilled life. So, what's the point? How is this going to help me? How is this going to benefit my life? Effort is a learned skill through repetition. And with repetition, there is success and there is failure. When I was 5, I started playing t-ball. This soon led to softball, and I played softball all the way up to the age of 16. We played every weekend, and if you were in a hitting slump, it was made obvious on the weekend. My parents set up a tee and a net in the basement so I could go down during the week at night and hit off the tee, so that I was prepared as well as I could be to hit on the weekends. I just had to go down for 5 to 10 minutes, but I almost always refused to go down. I don't know why I always refused to go down, because every time I did go down, I would always have a better hitting weekend on the weekend. Looking back on it, I didn't really like softball, and that's why I didn't want to put in the effort and go down there every week. But it did show that the little bit of effort I did put in during the week really did pay off on the weekend. A lot of legends have become legends through their success and failure and overcoming their failures to become as successful and well-known as they are. A well-known legend is Arnold Palmer. He was a professional golfer, and an article posted by Biography in 2016 stated that he was the youngest golfer in history to win the Masters tournament. This is quite impressive because there's so many elite golfers that have been in the game for much longer than him that have never won the Masters tournament, and Arnold Palmer did win when he was very young. Arnold Palmer also has a famous quote saying, "Always make a total effort even when the odds are against you." I think this quote is completely relevant to Palmer's life because the odds had to have been against him since he was so young competing in such an older sport. Now let's look at some of the emotional and physical benefits Arnold Palmer got and emotional and physical benefits you can have too if you apply effort in your life. Emotional and physical benefits don't just have to be academics and athletics. They can come down to family, relationship, and interactions that you have with people. I believe that exercise is the purest form of self-love. It's a way to show self-love to yourself and also a way to put effort into your daily life. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says exercise can reduce depression and stress. I completely agree with this because exercise can reduce depression and stress. Getting up early in the morning can set you up for a really good day once you start moving early in the morning. Along with emotional benefits, there's so many physical benefits. An article posted by the Mayo Clinic in 2016 stated that exercise increases metabolism, which can help you burn fat and also maintain a healthy weight. Mayo Clinic's article in 2016 also said being active boosts high-density lipoprotein or good cholesterol to decrease unhealthy triglycerides. By exercising, you can prevent cardiovascular disease and other diseases that can hurt you in the future. By exercising and showing this truest form of self-love and putting effort into yourself daily, you can have so many emotional and physical benefits that can help your emotional well-being as well as helping you be physically healthy as you can be. Now, I'm sure you're like, all these sound so great, but how do I start? Where do I start? There's many athletes and coaches that have so many tricks and hints on how to increase your mentality in athletics that can also be directly correlated to your life. Someone that I look up to is Ben Bergeron. He's a CrossFit Games coach, and he coaches many athletes at the CrossFit Games. He's a well-decorated coach, and he also has a large platform on social media. He has many podcasts, and also on Instagram he has many followers. From his Instagram, I pulled a couple quotes. One quote says, "Once you identify the things you can control, success is just a matter of maximizing details." I truly agree with this because once you decide what's important, you really just have to maximize everything that you do, and you have to maximize all those details. Another quote he has is, "Control what you can control." By controlling what you can control, it's all that you can possibly do. A lot of life is how you react to specific situations, and how you react says a lot about your character. I've also come up with my own hints and tips to myself when I'm just not doing anything, to ask myself to kind of live a more fulfilled life and do something and apply effort even when I don't have anything going on. Some questions you can ask yourself are, what can I do right now? What does someone around me need? And what does the person that I want to be, what would they be doing right now? By asking yourself these questions, you can really improve your self-awareness and help yourself live a more fulfilled life. Now that you've heard all this new information, whether it's new to you or you've already heard it, I'm sure that you're motivated to get out there and start applying more effort into your life. By exerting effort, you can live a more fulfilled life. You also have many benefits, both emotional and physical, that can help you later on in life. And you also increase your self-awareness. I believe no matter who you are, you have the ability to control your own actions. Knowing you can do more should be enough motivation. Do more, try more, and be more.